Hey everybody, this is a Canadian Wolf bringing you a couple stories from the subreddit Tales from Call Centers. The first story is titled, Customer Gets Hit with Years of Unpaid Pay-Per-View Charges. Let's get to it, Pack. Another one from my sly UK days. Back in the day, for a customer to be able to order pay-per-view with their remote, the box had to be connected to a phone line in order to dial home and update the system with any pay-per-view purchases. These days, an internet connection will suffice. If there wasn't a phone line connection detected, the box would inform the customer that they had to call in to order any pay-per-view. Each viewing card also had a limit, which could be varied, set on how many pay-per-view charges could be made in a month, which would reset after every successful dial home. We'd infrequently get calls from customers where this balance was limited to 0 or maxed out so they couldn't order any pay-per-view. In theory, this should have prevented customers from being able to rack up pay-per-view charges through their box and not pay for them. For this customer, the impossible happened. Me, original poster. C, customer. M, manager. Sly UK customer service, how can I help? Why have you cut me off? I'll need to check your account. We go through the account verification and I pull up the account. Our attempts to take payment for the latest bill have failed, so the account has been blocked due to outstanding balance. It's a hefty balance, but not unusual for a customer taking all services, including the top TV package. I also note they have had their old receiver replaced within the past few weeks. Your direct debit has failed, and as a result, we've blocked your account. I don't understand. We always have enough money in the bank for the Sly UK bill. I compare the outstanding balance with the previous month's total charges. It's almost 3 times as much as they normally spend. Your bill for this month is higher than what your bill usually comes to. I give the amount. Why is that? We weren't even able to watch TV for a week until you could swap our box. This is outrageous. I check the account some more. As I'm scrolling down the account activity, I suddenly hit a long list of pay-per-view charges. Looks like you've ordered a lot of pay-per-view this month. No, we haven't. We sometimes do, but not this month. Can I put you on hold while I check this? Fine. I put him on hold and take another look at these pay-per-view charges. The system notes the name and viewing date of each pay-per-view as recorded by the viewing card. There's a long list of films and some boxing matches. The dates go back years. Eventually, I find the answer. Whenever a new box is installed, the final stage is for it to dial home so it is activated on the customer's account. This is the last thing the field tech does before they complete a job. The callback from the new box had triggered the influx of pay-per-view charges. Hey OP, you've had your customer on hold for a few minutes. Is everything okay? I'm not sure. Don't leave them hanging for too long. I take the customer off hold. It looks like you've had some unpaid pay-per-view charges come through when your box was replaced, which is why your bill for this month is so high. I don't understand. We would have paid for them at the time, right? And our TV was out of action for a week. Surely we can get a deduction for that. I checked the account history from before the box was replaced. There are no callbacks logged within the last few months prior. It appears that we weren't getting any callbacks from your old box to update us when you ordered pay-per-view. As we didn't know about them, we couldn't bill you. I don't believe you. Surely I shouldn't have been able to order anything. I'm sorry, but I don't know how it has happened. I checked that they didn't get a out-of-warranty discounted callout, which would make them ineligible for a no-service credit. I can make the adjustment now for the loss of service. Do you mind holding again? It's fine. I put them on hold while I calculate the credit for the days they didn't have TV service. The total is within my allowed limit, so I make the adjustment. The total bill is still over 2 times what they normally pay. Thanks for your patience. I've credited your account for the days you didn't have TV service. The outstanding balance is now X.
What about the pay-per-view charges?
As I explained to you, these are outstanding charges that will need to be paid.
But we already paid for them. Why should we pay again?
I want to speak to a manager. No problem. I will need to place you on hold again whilst I get a manager to take the call. I double-checked to make sure the customer hasn't actually paid for any of the pay-per-views that have just come through. I checked some of them against the bills they would have appeared on. None of them show up. I go over to my manager's desk. OP, are you still on that same call? I explain the situation. My manager is just as confused as I am about the whole thing. She logs in and pulls up the customer's account and asks me to conference her in. Sorry to keep you waiting. I have my manager on the line now. Hi, this is manager. How can I help?
The latest bill is ridiculous. Why are you charging us for things we have already paid for?
OP has explained the situation to me, and I have verified that he is correct and the charges are outstanding. As a goodwill gesture, I am willing to waive some of the charges. I see my manager is applying credits to the account.
How did this happen?
I checked the pay-per-view limit screen. The limit on their card is €200. The normal amount was about €50. It looks like you have a higher than normal pay-per-view limit on your viewing card.
Can you reset it?
Yes, I can do that for you now. Resets it to the default. Your total outstanding bill is now X amount. We will also require a new payment method on the account.
This is bleepin' unbelievable. I want all those charges taken off my account.
Sir, please don't swear at me, otherwise I will be forced to terminate the call.
Oh, bleep you!
The customer hangs up. Wow, years of pay-per-view charges all at once? I can see why the customer was upset about it, but at the same time, OP did check and the customer had not previously paid for these charges. You would think the customer would have noticed that the bills were low when pay-per-view charges that were expected to be on were not. Then again, a customer will never complain if they pay less than anticipated, and that's exactly what came back to bite him in the butt. OP did what was fair by crediting for the service interruption. Then the manager credited for some of the pay-per-view charges, and that still wasn't enough for the customer. From what I gather, the service may still be suspended if the customer didn't call back to make payment arrangement. Anyways, let's move on to our title story. My software flew away. Let's get to it, Pack. Me, tech support. Customer, some unlucky soul. Hello, this is XYZ Technical Support. How may I help you?
My software flew away.
What?
It flew away, like literally.
I'm sorry, I don't really understand. Do you mean you lost it?
Yes, and it literally flew away.
Okay, could you give me some more explanation of what happened then?
Okay, so this might sound ridiculous, but I ordered from you guys and received the software on a CD. I wanted to check the package as soon as I got it, so I opened it in front of the post office. Had a look inside to check the CD, and all of a sudden, there was this heavy blow of wind. And well, I had the CD in my hand. It just got blown away. I tried to chase it, but I was too slow, and then it ended up falling into a sewer. Even if I could have gotten it out of there, I think I would have been properly scratched and damaged. I'm sorry, this must sound really odd.
This is indeed quite a story, but that's no problem. I assume you're calling us to ask for a replacement?
Oh no, I don't expect you guys to replace anything. I mean, this is totally my own fault. I shouldn't have opened the package and taken out the CD outside when it's so windy. It really wasn't that important. I don't know what I was thinking. Just wanted to share this story with you guys, and maybe you could make the next CDs flight-proof?
Oh well, thanks for sharing, but you really just called for this? Sorry if I'm a bit repetitive here, just making sure.
Nah, it's fine.
Well, I mean, If you give us your order number, I can probably just generate a download link for you. Oh! You can probably guess how it went from there. I pulled up this person's details, set up the download access for them, and hopefully this guy downloaded the file somewhere outside the tornado zone. Wouldn't want his house to be blown away. Seriously, I mean, what the hell? Well, that was a bit of bad luck for the customer. I'm sure he's glad he called to tell the funny story though, since in the end he gets a link to the software he paid for. But the chances of a strong wind to blow the CD out of his hand and have it fall in the sewers, that disc truly tried to fly away. Lesson learned for the customer, I'm sure. Well everybody, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you really enjoyed these stories. If so, make sure to hit that like button and go give the authors some upvotes on Reddit. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you know when my next video comes out. This is a Canadian Wolf saying, stay wild.